I used to wonder what would impress foreigners the most about Japan. Maybe our ancient culture. How about our huge modern cities? Or maybe our amazing love hotels? Have you ever wanted to get wild on a train? All aboard the Country Express! Have you always had the fantasy of being a fish doing it in the mouth of a giant shark? Now you can! Or maybe you are just old-fashioned and wanna bang all night long. Well, with your very own Taiko no Tatsujin machine, you can make sweet music till the break of dawn. But after talking with foreigners and visitors, I was surprised that what they loved the most about Japan was Japanese convenience stores. Man, I thought it would definitely be the shark bed. Anyway, I'm gonna talk all about Japanese convenience stores and why you're gonna fall in love with it when you visit Japan. Of course, there will be a lot of obvious things that you already heard or you already done, but I'm sure there are a lot of things you have never ever heard before. This might sound weird to you, but Japanese convenience store food is amazing. All the convenience stores put such a huge effort to make better foods. Of course, you can find snacks, instant ramen, and other stuff, but the fresh food section is the real star of the show. Head to the sandwich section and you find so many various amazing sandwiches. One of the all-time favorite is the egg salad sandwich. Even if you hate eggs, you'll find it hard not to fall in love with this creamy, savory, soft as a cloud sandwich. There's a huge bread section with lots of tasty breads. Actually, looking at all of them makes me feel a little sick. Because when I was high school, my brother used to work at a convenience store. His boss would give me whatever the leftover that didn't sell at the end of the day. He would bring home wonderful baked goods like corn mayo bread or my favorite, spicy fish egg toast. He would leave them on the table, and the next morning, I would wake up to see the bag full of bread. Of course, I didn't let all the delicious bread go to waste, right? So I would eat just one for breakfast. But there was still so much left, so I would eat another one. Then I would bring some to school and eat there. Then I would come home and eat some bread before dinner. Then I would eat some bread after dinner. Then I would eat more bread before going to bed. The next morning, there's another bag of bread on the table. Nande konbini pan oishii. Tabechou mainichi. Ni-chan got it all for free. Okute tabete lucky me. Aji came in like a star platinum. Flavors got me laughing like a fucking hyena. Made flesh daily in Hiroshima. Can't stop 736 Makina. Ah! But you should definitely enjoy all the unique bread that Japanese convenience stores have to offer. Just don't eat too much like me. But if you wanted to eat something a little less Western, why not try the huge selection of noodles and bento boxes? You can get so many different dishes like pasta, Indian curry, ramen, and rice bowls. Right next to it, you can pick up the super popular Japanese onigiri, a rice bowl with different kind of filling inside. I actually made a poll asking you guys what your favorite convenient food was. And many of you said it was this! This one has salted salmon flakes, and this one is my favorite, tuna mayo filling! They even come in these genius wrappers that keeps the rice and seaweed separate, so seaweed stays crisp. At the front near the registers, you can find the hot food section filled with all kinds of delicious stuff. Hot dogs, corn dogs, fried chicken, and my favorite, nikumen! This is a meat-filled steamed bun that is really popular, especially in the winter. The Konbini is a magic theme park, especially if you love food. Right now, major cities in Japan are under a state of emergency, which means that many bars and restaurants aren't allowed to serve alcohol. But don't worry, Japanese Konbini has everything you need to give you a hangover. You might also find it surprising that unlike in America, the alcohol is not behind the locked case, but just sitting there. Even more interesting thing is the staff rarely checks your ID when you buy alcohol. On the screen next to the cash register, they ask you to agree that you are of the legal age to buy alcohol. So if you're a kid and you look old enough, you can buy booze easily. I'm just kidding. Don't go to convenience and buy alcohol, okay? Instead, go to the alcohol vending machine and buy a drink because they don't check your ID at all.
FBI, open up!
Kiss, just don't buy alcohol, okay? It's not cool, man.
We almost had her, boys. Sting is off. Come on, let's go.
Man, YouTube child protection is getting hardcore. Unbelievable. Anyway, speaking of alcohol, when I was living in New Zealand, I was so surprised to know that any grocery stores after 11 p.m. I could not buy alcohol. And some places like beaches, stations, and streets, you cannot drink. In Japan, public drinking in almost all areas is okay. I see people walking on the street or on a train enjoying beer or alcoholic drinks. In fact, the other day, when I was walking home, there was a guy squatting in front of a shop. I thought he was looking for something in his bag. But guess what he was doing? He was pouring sake into his plastic bottle. He's getting ready to booze on his way back. So, I know this man was differently thinking. Thank God for the convenience store. So, food and alcohol, those things you expected to see, right? But you might be surprised to see a pack of panties on the shelf, cosmetics, or some stockings. Right next to it, you'll probably find men's business socks. Are people really buying their underwears in convenience store? It might be strange to see these things, but it's actually very useful when you're gonna spend the night out unexpectedly. Maybe your date is going so well that you have the chance to make it more romantic. Well, makeup and panties come in handy for the next day, right? Or maybe you're a salaryman who's working on a huge project and you decide to sleep in the office for the night. Some fresh socks and a new undershirt from a convenience store will make you look good as new. One of my biggest fears when I travel abroad is, what happens if I have to go to the bathroom when I'm out? I think many Japanese have this kind of fear because most public restrooms, especially in the convenience stores, are free and really clean. Of course, for Japanese who's never been abroad, they might not understand this concept, but I got a great appreciation for clean Japanese bathroom, especially after visiting America with my husband. One day, while we driving on the highway, I had to go really bad. And I told Mr. Eats, "Hey, I have to go to the bathroom." And he looked at me. "Can you hold it until we get home?" "No, man! Hurry up, or you're gonna spend the day cleaning this seat!" He quickly pulled into the gas station. I ran inside and trying to find the bathroom, but there was no bathroom. I asked the guy behind the counter and if I could use the bathroom, and he pointed to a sign. Man! So I ran back to the car, asked Mr. Eats for some money, and got the money. I ran back to the gas station, I bought honey bun and asked the guy if I could use the bathroom. Then he did something that really shocked me. He reached behind the counter and pulled out a giant piece of wood with a key connected to it. Bathroom is in the back. In the back? Back of where? Outside. Okay, is this guy pranking me right now? So I ran around the whole building looking for a bathroom. I didn't see a single bathroom, but there was an old-looking door. There was no sign, there was nothing written on it. So I tried the key on the door. It worked! But what I saw terrified me. The bathroom looked like a scene from a horror movie. It was so dirty. Seriously, how do you miss the toilet that badly? But even though my mind said,
No, 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 no.
my body said,
Yes, 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 yes. Yes.
Are you okay?
just drive. So like I mentioned, Japanese convenience bathrooms are usually very clean. Most of them have high-tech toilets that spray your butts. And there's also an alcohol spray for you to wipe the seat for extra protection. Not only that, you can use their bathroom for free. You don't even need to ask the staff for a ridiculously large key and search for a mysterious door outside. Many people just walk into the convenience and head straight to the bathroom and then leave. Of course, we have to thank hard-working staff that keeps the toilets sparkling clean. I make sure to buy something after using their bathroom just to say thank you. All the things we love about convenience wouldn't be possible without hard-working staff. We have to thank them for keeping the place really clean and stocked up and just making the place great to visit. Many of the staff take their job seriously and work really hard, like the legend Mr. Kato from Family Mart. He doesn't work there anymore, but his legacy will live on. So, thank you! Thank you, convenience store staff! You've protected me from bathroom trauma for many years of my life. Even though I mentioned great things about Japanese convenience, there's one thing that isn't good about it. It's almost impossible to get local family-made snack here. But thanks to today's sponsor, Bokusu, you get the perfect chance to try everything! Bokusu is a subscription box service where you can try many different snacks from big companies to small, family-owned shops across Japan. With Bokusu, you can try unique and rare snacks from Japan without even leaving your house. If you use our link and special code EATS10, you can support us and get amazing Japanese snack. That link and code will help you save 10%, up to $47 on your own Bokusu subscription. These premium matcha cookies you can only get at local shops in Nara. Wow! Even Japanese is so surprised to try something like this. Mr. Eats and I love Bokusu. That's why we recommend Bokusu to you guys. Please use our link and coupon code EATS10 to get your own Bokusu subscription. Remember to use the link and code to save 10%, up to $47. Having amazing Japanese snacks sent to your door is more convenient than Japanese convenience. Oh, speaking of convenience, for you guys, convenience is an amazing place to get some snacks, food, and other things while you're traveling in Japan. But for Japanese, it is a very important place for everyday life because we can pay bills there. Also, instead of going to the city hall to pick up important documents, we can get some of them right at the convenience. If we have to mail something but can't make it to the post office, we can buy envelopes and stamps and mail it from the convenience. We can also buy concert, museum, or theme park tickets from these vending machines. Also, if you have to fly somewhere and you don't want to bring your luggage on a train, you can have it shipped from convenience to the airport. It's also a special safe zone for children to go in case a creepy hentai is following them. Actually, I was very surprised when Mr. Eat told me that the gas stations and convenience stores in America are usually targeted by criminals. So, some of them have bulletproof glass. But in Japan, it's pretty safe, so you or convenience staff will rarely be attacked. Also, in America, the owner might use a gun to protect themselves. But in Japan, if someone tries to rob the convenience, the staff have special paintballs. You can actually see them behind the counter sometimes. The staff throw the paintball at the robber, and the paint will splash on the clothes. Well, it works much better if the staff can actually, throw. So, if the staff is not completely blind, they can call the police and then try to find the guy covered with paint. This way of stopping robbers might sound weird to you, but I think this shows how safe Japan is. Now, of course, there are security cameras everywhere outside and inside convenience store, and the police have got over 80% of robbers that stole something from convenience. But do you think this technique will work in your country? So, there are many things to love about the convenience. But I think it might be part of the reason why we are seeing heavy people in Japan. As you know, Japanese people are pretty thin, but I would say it's changing now. When you can get so much delicious food and alcohol 24/7, it's no wonder why. But compared to many other countries, it really sucks being fat in Japan. You gotta check out this video because I talk about how hard it is being fat in Japan, along with my own struggles of being fat. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in that video. Okay?